Hello and welcome to my workshop. Today I'm going to do the first of 6 videos, which are a series on how to have a successful craft fair, craft market, Christmas market, call it what you like. But basically I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I learnt some very hard lessons along the way and learnt some valuable information, and certainly I'm an awful lot more successful now than I was 2 years ago. So I'm hoping that if I can put down some of this information into a series of 6 videos, and I'm hoping that can help other people to get to where they want to be, but quicker and without having to learn all of the lessons necessarily the hard way. So a bit about myself: if you don't follow my channel, I make wooden items out of reclaimed wood, so everything from planters here through to large clocks, small cheese boards, and then some Christmas specific items, a Christmassy cheese board. That's a very small one, it was really just more of a sample. And then the inevitable Christmas trees, and again really as a sample. Somebody wanted a toy box, so I built this as a sample. Obviously a box that small isn't particularly useful, and you wouldn't need handles on a box that small, but that's basically a miniature version of what I built for them. So I do commissioned items, but this really is about the market, the Christmas market, and the normal craft fair market type event. I decided to split the video up into 6 parts, really because I do tend to rabbit on a bit, and I'm not a highly polished, highly edited type person, so you will hear me rambling on a bit, and as a result some of my videos do get a bit long, and maybe they're a bit too long to watch. So I'm going to split it down to 6 parts, and then each part will link to all the other parts, but I'm also going to release them. I haven't made it, this is the first one I've made, so as I make each one and release it, which will hopefully be on a weekly basis, then obviously I can't link to the videos I haven't made yet, but when all 6 parts are out, they will all link to all of them, and in the description of the video will be a link to all the ones that I've released so far. So this is the first one, there won't be another one for another week yet, but hopefully this will be useful. I also hope that the audio is good on this. I've had criticism of the fact that the audio on some of my videos, or most of my videos, has been pretty poor. So I've invested a few £100 in a new camera, new microphone setup, and I'm hoping that will sort out my audio issues. So if you are a regular watcher of my videos and this is a marked improvement, please let me know, that would be great to know. So as I said, I'm going to tackle this in multiple videos. The next video that I make is going to be about mistakes that I learnt as I was starting out. My first craft fairs were really very painful experiences. I did actually, my first ever craft fair that I went to, I sold exactly £0 worth of stuff, not one single sale throughout the entire 6-hour fair, and that can actually crush you, and for a lot of people you know, that can be their first and their last experience, because you've paid, I think that was only a cheap fair, I think it was only £10 for the pitch, but even still you invest a lot of time and energy, and in my case nervous energy, thinking about it all the time, thinking about what's going to sell, what's not going to sell, and didn't sell a single thing. So that could have been the end of it, but luckily it wasn't. And I hope by encouraging people through this series, you know, if you have an experience like that, to treat it as a positive experience. I'll talk about why that is actually a positive experience in a later video. Then in part 3 I'm going to discuss what I changed as I went through my journey, what I learnt, what lessons I learnt, what I changed as a result of those lessons, and how I slowly turned it around and actually started to sell some quite nice numbers of items at craft fairs. So that third part is really quite an important one. In part 4 I'm going to cover how I prepare for a fair, good things to do before a fair, good things to do on the day before it opens, but mainly in the lead up to it. How can you actually make sure that you are really prepared for your fair, because that makes a huge difference. The amount of preparation you do is you know, that's absolutely invaluable. So I'll go through what I do to prepare, what steps I think are important, and so that's again a very important video. In part 5 I'm going to cover pricing, which is, if you look at any woodwork forums on Facebook, somebody puts up something that they've built, almost inevitably the first few questions are, how much do you charge for it? Because it's almost impossible to know how much to charge when you're starting out. So The part 5 video will cover how I price my items, what advice I've been given, what bad advice I've been given, and what really works for me, and hopefully what could work for you. And then part 6 really is just to wrap it all up and the conclusion, but also to talk about some of the best advice I've been given, and therefore advice I'd like to pass on, some of the worst advice I've been given, so I wouldn't like to pass on, and sort of it's a tips and best advice type video. So that's quite a valuable one as well, and I hope to wrap the whole thing up in that final video. So I hope it's going to be of interest. I'm looking forward to making it. I've been thinking about this video. Initially it was going to be one video until I realised how big a subject it was. I've been thinking about this video probably for 4, 5, 6 months, and I had a Word document open on my screen and just keep thinking, oh, I must say that, and I must say that, and I must say the other. So I have had to write myself not a script, but a series of bullet points, because I want to cover so much. As I say, I will be making these videos over the series of the next, 6 weeks. But if you've got any questions or specific things that you'd like me to cover, maybe you're thinking about doing your first craft fair, Christmas market, whatever it is, and you've got some specific questions, I'll either answer you in the comments section, or if I'm making a video that's in that week that's in that particular relevant area, I'll try and add something into the video itself. So, and I will also make a playlist that has got these videos in. Obviously it'll be a very small playlist to begin with, because it'll have one video in, but as I add each video, hopefully a playlist should make it easier to find them all. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. I hope it's going to be useful to, even if it's useful to one person, hopefully to multiple people. And if you've got any feedback, please leave it in the comments section down below, any questions. And if you've got time to like the video, that would be absolutely amazing. And if you've got time to subscribe to the channel, that would really help me. It's getting my numbers up slowly, and it makes it more worthwhile for me to do these videos if I'm seeing people subscribe to the channel. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far, and in the meantime, stay safe.